Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free select Valspar and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams one-coat coverage interior paints via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or online today at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 8/21 through 9/3.
Looking to buy your first car or home? Understanding your FICO score is key to achieving your life goals. Knowing your FICO scores helps you apply for loans with confidence and avoid surprises. With MyFICO, you get access to your FICO score, credit reports, 24/7 monitoring, and alerts on the go. Take the mystery out of your score and get your FICO score for free today. Visit myfico.com/free and discover the score lenders use most.
You think you know Snap Judgment? Yes, it's on NPR. It's a podcast, it's storytelling, but Snap has gone deeper, stranger, wilder. We've taken you places that the New York Times, the Rolling Stones, the Ambies, the Webbies, the Gracies all stood up for.
Welcome to the Podcast Hall of Fame, Glenn Washington.
Award-winning stories, original beats, soundscapes that drop you into the heart of the story. Find Snap Judgment from KQED every Thursday, wherever you get your podcasts.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
I'm Heather Dubrow.
And I'm Terry Dubrow.
And we're going to keep this between us.
Not really.
No, not really.
No, not at all.
Okay. Hi, babe.
Actually, how are you?
I'm good. We're going to talk about all of our real estate fails. Do you know one of my favorite words? Schadenfreude.
It's a great word. It's a great word.
Will you explain what Schadenfreude
So
means?
Schadenfreude, obviously German derivation. It's to obtain pleasure from other people's fails.
Yeah, if you have any of those thoughts about us, this is your episode.
Yeah, if you're a hate listener or hate watcher,
we got a good one for you.
We got good. You're going to hate.
It's going to be good.
You're
But
gonna
before
love
we
hating
get
on
there, can we just talk about Vegas for a little bit?
That was a good weekend. I normally hate Vegas.
It was great.
Yeah.
Although my lungs from the smoke,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still feeling it in my chest.
Still less smoke in Vegas than Saint-Tropez than in Cannes.
Smoky place can.
Yeah, even outdoors, it's
Everyone
like being
smokes.
It's like being in the casino.
It was so hot in Las Vegas, it was even hot inside.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun weekend. I normally go to Vegas, and the moment I get there, I want to leave.
You did make that joke as soon as we got there.
I go, let's go. Because we don't gamble. And I'm bored by all things gambling. So
Yeah, we
what
don't gamble.
What do you do in Vegas? when I don't
You
gamble?
eat and drink and have hotel sex and go
And
to
drink some
shows.
more. Yeah.
And shop.
But we saw 2 shows. They were great.
Yeah. We saw Bruno Mars.
Yeah, wow. Bruno Mars is like the Terry Dubrow of pop artists, isn't he?
There it is.
Yeah.
He's so talented. We've seen him before, but we saw him last time with Silk Sonic.
Which I didn't. I'm not a Silk Sonic fan.
I didn't know that many songs, but I mean, they're so talented. It's interesting to watch. But I will tell you, the sound in the
Not
Bruno
good.
Mars.
Terrible.
And we were with 3 other couples, and we weren't sitting together, and everyone felt the same way. The bass was so heavy
Yeah.
in the show, but then halfway through the show, Bruno sat down. He kicked the band off the stage, and he sat down at a keyboard and played, I don't know what, for 20, 25 minutes alone.
Just how many of these do you know? And they were just like,
All hits.
by the way, this guy has I looked it up, 37 hits.
37 hit songs. But him sitting alone at the piano, singing like that was my, I could have just listened to 2 hours of him doing that.
I could have too. Yeah. Except I have seen artists who are in bands and they decide not to play with the band and they just sit there with the guitar. It's not as good. I think with
Really?
him. Well, what's amazing is he's so phonically good, phonically, whatever, good,
Yeah.
that you would think that he would be so precise about the mixing of the instruments and the other singers, but you literally couldn't hear any of the other singers.
The music was so loud.
It was loud, but you really couldn't even tell what the song was until he was singing.
And one of our friends we were with is a musician, and he said the same thing we said.
Yeah, and this is a musician who's had 14 hits.
Yeah.
So
But we had dinner first. We went to the show, and then we went out after. We ended up staying out till like 3:00 in the morning. Who do we think we are?
yeah,
And then Saturday we just hung out. We went shopping. I had Terry get a white shirt. Okay, so we went to the Backstreet Boys on the second night. Their tour it's called a whiteout.
Yeah.
So they want everyone in the audience to wear white.
which is, look at me. What do I ever wear? I don't
Black.
have
He
anything
wears
white.
black, and black.
Until there's a darker color. That's
you
what
go.
I wear. But I mean, I was pissed because
You
it's
don't have
one
white.
thing to spend a lot of money. They're amazing and we know them. They're nice. They're so nice, by
They're
the
the
way.
loveliest, and their wives are all really nice. It's just
So
very
nice.
group.
And, it's one thing to buy these expensive tickets, but then you'd have to tell me I have to go out and buy some clothes also.
Whatever. We were going backstage. I'm like, you cannot be. It's disrespectful. You have to at least wear a white shirt.
Yes. So we went 20 minutes before and I bought a white
got
shirt.
a white shirt, and you liked it.
I did. And then I felt good about it because when we went to meet them before the concert, I would have felt really self-conscious. Oh my God, they're going to look at me like, wow, a-hole.
Right?
You have no respect.
Did you not get the memo?
I know.
Everyone else did. How many people are in that arena?
20,000 sold out.
Sold out.
And they're going to do 100 shows.
And what was really fun about it was, all right, so we had other friends with us, and then Jen Pedranti and her fiance Ryan,
who I love,
who were amazing. And we were texting about something, and she told me she was going to the concert. I'm like, oh my God, let's catch up. So we ended up having dinner with them.
Yep.
They joined our group, and then we went over to the concert, and we were in this friends and family area. And then some of the boys came and hung out. And while they were changing into their costumes, there was like this glam area. You didn't go with us,
No.
but there was this glam area backstage. I've never seen anything like this before, but there was a glam area, and there were two amazing girls there. And so Jen and I were laughing. I was saying it's like in The Wizard of Oz before they go to the Emerald City. They primp them and they do their hair and they restuff the scarecrow. That was me and Jen backstage. We got jewels on our eyes. They curled our hair. And then they had a claw machine with like airbrush t-shirts, one-of-a-kind airbrush t-shirts.
Yeah.
So cool, so fun. And then they took some of us to a side area and the boys had their costumes on and everything. So we took pictures with them, got to say hi. And Malin Ackerman was backstage, who I love. She was on Billions and now she's on Hunting Wives. So chatted with her for a few minutes. She was amazing. Adam Carolla, who we know and love, was there. It was so, okay, this is what I want to tell you about the concert. It was amazing. We've seen them before, a couple of times at concert, but this is our third time at the Sphere.
Yeah.
It is so good. And I am telling you, there were no psychedelics on board. And it felt like a trip.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the first we've seen the Eagles and U2. Mm-hmm. This is the first time the band actually did something with the Sphere before and incorporated it into the Sphere presentation. It was amazing.
So I cannot oversell this.
Yeah, you can't oversell this.
If you like their music and you want to go to the Sphere, I'm telling you, this is the show to go to.
Yeah, they sang great. I can see why
they sang so well.
Sold out. I mean, sold out. And the audience flipped. I was so happy for them.
And everyone was wearing white. I just want to point that out.
There were two things I really enjoyed about it. One, when they walked up, I've forgotten how big of Botch fans they were. And they love me. So I love that.
That's great, honey.
Maybe actually I don't even remember two because that was so good. No. And the second thing is, this is going to be obnoxious, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Shocker.
Oh my God, are we famous in Las Vegas?
Well, yeah, because that's like for people from everywhere.
Next time I'm feeling depressed or down in any way,
I'm going to take you to the mall.
put me on a plane and take me to Vegas. Wow, and they're so nice to us.
I know, everyone's very sweet.
Oh my God, the country is so nice to us. I just love the country. Thank you.
There's a movie called Soap Dish with Sally Field and Whoopi Goldberg. And Sally Field plays like the Erica Kane part. So she plays this, older soap opera star who, is not in her heyday anymore. And Whoopi Goldberg plays her assistant. And when Sally's character gets depressed, Whoopi takes her to the mall. This is the thing. Has anyone seen this movie? She takes her to the mall and they get on an escalator and Whoopi starts going, "Oh my, is that you? Oh, wait. Oh my, it is you. Oh my gosh, look who it is. Look who it is." And all of a sudden everyone starts turning around and a crowd starts gathering. And then Whoopi walks away like she's done her job and goes and sits down and Sally Field's standing there, "Oh, hello," and signing autographs. That is Terry.
Oh.
So whenever Terry is in a bad mood, I'm like, "Darling, do we need to go to the mall?"
Oh my God. It's like being a Beatle. Not really.
Speaking of Vegas, BravoCon is back in Vegas this year. If you haven't gotten your tickets, but if there is an event that was made for my husband,
It's BravoCon.
It's BravoCon.
Yeah, it's nothing but people. Everyone knows you.
They don't even pay him. And
No, they don't even pay me. In fact, they don't even fly me over there. I have to
He
pay
would
my own
pay
flight.
them to go.
But
Wouldn't you?
no,
Yes, you would.
I would not.
Yes, you would.
But you know how they
Liar.
keep you behind these things, and I'll stick my head out, and it's like, and I'm thinking, I'm fucking Bon Jovi. Where's the lighters?
You're the fifth Beatle, man.
Oh my God, John, Paul, I'm George.
There's some areas of BravoCon. So there's panels you go on, and there's meet and greets, all these things. But so some of the meet and greets, you stand on a stage, and there's 4 Bravo celebrities, right? And they form a line in front of you, and you get a certain amount of time to stand there, and people come up, they could take a picture, or say hi, or whatever. Terry, while I am standing on that stage, Terry walks up and I'm not kidding. He walks up and down, not just my line, all the lines.
Terry.
He does a full meet and greet. So if anyone's upset, they're on the wrong line, you're not getting, Terry's going to take a picture with you.
So we have this thing in plastic surgery, right? When you have a really bad patient who's complaining about every little detail, you walk out of the room, you go, "I want to see her the day before I retire, so I never miss being a plastic surgeon," right? At BravoCon, I want to go to that the day before I die. So I just went, that was the greatest life ever.
So funny. Anyway, so that's that.
Yeah.
So it was a great trip. We had so much fun.
Yeah. And you know what? I love hanging out with Richard and Daisy.
Yeah,
Are we allowed to
best.
talk about them?
Yeah, of course.
So we're very good friends with Daisy Fuentes and Richard Marks. And I don't know. They're just so cool.
We were with other friends too.
We
Mike
were.
and Nancy were there.
Yeah.
They had a couple.
But this Richard Marks
Ashley and Steven were there.
is so crazy. And I just love asking him questions. Like, we were talking about Backstreet Boys and who he's worked with Nick Carter before.
Yeah.
And of course, he wrote that song for NSYNC.
This I Promise You.
This I Promise You, which is one of those songs, every once in a while, there's a song, the first time you hear it,
You feel like you heard it
you've
already?
heard it already,
Yeah.
and it's your favorite song, and you're only a quarter way into it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
This I Promise You by NSYNC. And he wrote it. And I go,
Yeah.
when you were writing this song, did you know? He goes, nope. I go, you didn't know that song was one of those songs? And he goes, no, I had no idea. I go, it's just amazing how where does that come from?
He's so talented. He has a new album coming out, and I can't tease it, but it's so we were traveling with them in June.
Yeah.
And he played us the whole album, and I am obsessed. I'm just obsessed.
And he is one of the uniquely coolest guys I've ever met.
Listen,
in my life. I
here's
love
the
him.
thing. One of the lessons I feel like we've learned as we've gotten older is, your circle shrinks. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Girls that, your friends, the circle shrinks, couples, all of that. It really shrinks. So to meet, I don't even remember when we met him 10 years ago.
Yeah, you met him.
I met Richard first, but then we became friends.
Yeah.
And over the years, we've become very, very close friends. But that is a unique thing. So I guess what I just want to say is if you collect people in your life later in life that are special, foster that relationship, because Nothing cooler than that.
Yeah, friendship group has shrunk massively.
But then you just keep the really, really good ones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, back to our Schadenfreude story.
Oh yeah, if you hate us, you're gonna love this story.
But thanks for a great weekend. That was
Thank
super
you.
fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, one thing about the hotel sex thing.
I was gonna...
Yeah. And so,
Shoot, I thought we were going to get away with that.
by the way,
about this.
no one wants to hear about marital relationships. Boring, okay?
Okay, can you clarify that? Because whenever you say that, it sounds like married sex is boring.
No
That's
one
not
wants
what
to
you
hear
mean.
about a married couple's sex life.
Right,
I don't want to
that's
hear
true.
about, I don't
want to hear
care.
about single people's sex life, to be
Oh,
honest
it
with
depends. If it's some friend of mine who just became single and he's telling me about all these chicks he's
you. You want to
dating,
hear about that?
Oh, hold on a second. Not only do I want to hear
Why?
about it.
Because is that like a
I may reach
voyeuristic?
down and want to touch myself during it. Go ahead.
That is so...
I'm just kidding.
That's gross.
It's gross, but I'm kidding.
Okay.
But anyway, but you and I we're in the hotel.
No, I don't think this story is funny, but go ahead.
Oh, so I won't tell the story. Let's move on then.
No, you could tell it.
So we're in the hotel and we're having a moment. And I think like, oh, this is good. I'm looking okay. I've been lifting weights lately. You know, maybe a little chubby, but not too, while I'm lying down. Even I look good lying down sometimes. And so I'm, getting things moving and it starts and you put on the eye mask.
It was bright.
You put on the eye mask and I went, wow.
Listen.
Who is she imagining I am right now? And I'm thinking, who is she imagining I am?
You just told a whole story that you're going to touch yourself because you're listening to the voyeuristic single friend of yours with some
I thought we were going to cut that out. Now you just...
And I can't wear an eye mask?
You can't
Did you not see last week's episode? There was a very hot server.
By the way, I saw that because I don't watch the show. And I saw you identified some dude on the show as a hot
Tamara
server.
did. I agree.
All I know is I said the writing, oh, he is hot. That was from Heather. He is hot. And I thought, what if there was a scene where there was a server and Slade said to me, look how hot this chick is. And I go, she's smoking hot. Or I said, she's a smoke show. Pissed. You'd be pissed.
Yes.
Yet, if you call a server hot, that's okay.
Well, he could be my
double standard.
By the way, he could be my son. Men do that. Women don't.
Of a certain age are dating men of a much younger age these days.
But here was the thing about the eye mask. I personally, not to be too TMI, but I like morning sex. I think I love it.
Right.
And but for some reason, weird, because usually in Vegas, they do blackout shades.
Wasn't that blacked out?
Really well.
You could actually see me, hence the eye mask.
All right.
I'm not saying I blame you. I'm just calling it out.
That wasn't why I had the eye mask.
I didn't wear an eye mask. I took it off.
Well, you used to. Remember we used to get into an argument because you'd have your eye mask on your head like a...
Yeah, but I didn't
like
cover
a
my
headband.
eyes. I like the feel of it.
I know. But it was just too bright for a minute. But
Right. But you didn't have your eye mask in your head. You had it in your face, on your eyes.
I took it off rather quickly.
So how was I looking with that eye mask on?
I thought you looked better with it off.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Annabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Annabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Looking to buy your first car or home? Understanding your FICO score is key to achieving your life goals. Knowing your FICO scores helps you apply for loans with confidence and avoid surprises. With MyFICO, you get access to your FICO score, credit reports, 24/7 monitoring, and alerts on the go. Take the mystery out of your score and get your FICO score for free today. Visit myfico.com/free. That's myfico.com/free and discover the score lenders use most.
I'm Glenn Washington, the host of Snap Judgment from KQED. Every week, we don't just tell stories, we drop you inside them. Real people, real voices, real moments that split a life in two. What do you believe? What do you risk? What do you want? Snap Judgment, new episodes every Thursday, wherever you get your podcasts.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Meaningful Beauty, the famed skincare brand created by iconic supermodel Cindy Crawford. It's her secret to absolutely gorgeous skin. Meaningful Beauty makes powerful and effective skincare simple, and it's loved by millions of women. It's formulated for all ages and all skin tones and types, and it's designed to work as a complete skincare system, leaving your skin feeling soft, smooth, and nourished. I recommend starting with Cindy's full regimen, which contains all 5 of her best-selling products, including the amazing youth-activating Melon Serum. This next-generation serum has the power of melon leaf stem cell technology. It's melon leaf stem cells encapsulated for freshness and released onto the skin to support a visible reduction in the appearance of wrinkles. With thousands of glowing 5-star reviews, why not give it a try? Subscribe today and you can get the amazing Meaningful Beauty system for just $49.95. That includes our introductory 5-piece system, free gifts, free shipping, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. All of that available at meaningfulbeauty.com.
So we're going to talk about our real estate fails.
Okay, great.
Should we give a little retrospective on our real estate fails and wins and then end up with the giant fail?
Well, listen, let me just preface, yes, but let me preface the whole thing with just saying that we never intended to be real estate people. Like that wasn't a goal. We never said, oh, we're going to do a lot of real estate or we're going to build houses or we're going to, that we sort of are like unwitting house flippers. And we never, this house that we just sold, I think was the first house we ever put on the market. Maybe one other.
We never put that one on the market that we bombed in Newport Beach in the Port Streets?
That one, yeah.
We put that on the market.
That one was on the market.
That was a disaster.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's just sort of happened by accident over the years.
Yeah. So our experience is we always wanted to live in a nice house. We never really thought about buy a house, fix it up, sell it, make a lot of money, take that, put it into the next house, move up and up and
up. It wasn't our plan.
No, but it was our plan to get better and better houses because I like having a nice house.
Yeah.
I like spending time at home. I love it. It's like my thing.
Right.
So we started out very briefly when we met. Do you want to tell that story or is that going too far back very quickly?
When we met our first
We
house?
met, we bought a house on Balboa Island.
No. The first house was in Bel Air.
Right. We bought a house in Bel Air and then we bought a house in Balboa Island.
Yeah.
That's right. The house in Bel Air. It was when the market was screaming.
So we bought this house in Bel Air and I did a remodel on it. That's where this all really started.
Yeah.
I did a remodel on the house.
And it overlapped the market going through the roof.
It was going crazy. And we were pregnant or we just had the twins. And we were like, I wonder if we should get something bigger or better or.
Although this was a giant house.
No, it was a nice house, but we didn't love the position on the street, whatever.
No.
Anyway, I made up a number and it sold full price.
In like
10 days.
To a criminal who ended up hosting a party for Clinton.
Yes.
And then went to jail.
Yes.
And so we made a fortune on that.
And they redecorated the whole thing in Versace.
Yeah. And then we moved down to,
then we got a place in Balboa Island because we were going to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Because I was still sort of working.
So we bought it 3/4 of the way through the construction.
And I finished the construction.
Yes.
We did well on that house too.
We did hugely well in that house.
But then we needed a place to live. And at the time, the prevailing school of thought was that if you're going to be in a place over 2 years, you don't rent. It was a waste of money. You purchase.
Because the market was going up so high.
Right. So the prevailing school of thought was that if you're going to be in a place over a couple of years, that you don't rent. Renting
Right.
was a waste of money.
Because the market was going straight up.
Right. So we ended up buying this house. And now, if you want to really talk about what it means to listen to the universe was telling us to walk away from this house.
Mm-hmm.
But we had 2 little kids and we were about to go through IVF again and have the 3rd kid, and we needed a place to live, and there was nothing.
Right.
There were no houses anywhere. And so we finally found this house. We made a deal for the house. We were moving in gorgeous, huge backyard, prime family area of Newport Beach, one of these beautiful communities with parks and schools and things. And we bought it, and we were in escrow, and the seller tried to get out of it.
Wanted to pay us money to get out of
Right.
it.
So first they asked to get out of it, and we're like, you know what? We really need a house. And then they offered us $100,000.
To walk away.
What?
To walk away.
Yeah, to walk away. $100,000. And we were like, nah, we need the house, whatever. And we should have walked away.
Well, there's one detail you're not telling.
What?
And then we'll wrap it up and get to this latest fail.
Yeah.
So we had bought this amazing ocean view lot in one of the nicest parts.
Before we moved into the port streets? I don't think so.
Here's the thing. We bought this amazing ocean view lot in a place called Pelican Crest, one of my favorite places of all time, with dead-on lookout point views, one of the prettiest places in all of Newport Beach. And it was really on Billionaires Row. And it was my dream to build a house there. So we bought the lot, and we moved into this temporary house that we bought, that we shouldn't have, in the port streets. So we sunk a bunch of money in there, but we were depending upon that money once we built the giant house on the ocean view lot to sell that and put it back into the new giant house,
Yes.
which was like 17,000 square feet.
Yes. But we bought this Port Street house really well.
We thought we did.
We thought we did.
Let's give some numbers so people can
I don't
know.
remember.
I do. We bought it for
2.5?
2.3.
2.3.
2.3.
Bought it for 2.3. Big, nice family.
We probably put, we didn't
I
put
know what we
20% down into it. We put real money into
We
it.
put real money, but I did a quick remodel. I didn't spend that much money on the house. Maybe 40 grand.
Okay, so we're
50
probably,
grand.
well, we were probably 500,000 into it. Okay?
Where are you getting the rest of that?
Well,
money?
normally you have to put 20%, right?
Oh, you're saying hard money, what we put down.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So we put 500,000 or 600,000 into it. Okay, that we mortgage, down payment, and so on. And we were building this $11 million house in Pelican Crest, right? That was going to be worth, when we were done, should have been worth 30. It was a really good opportunity. It was one of these rarefied lots. We bought it on a resale. Okay, so the market's going up and up and up, and we got the house, and it was impossible to get the house. They fought us. We pushed through it. We got the Port Street house, and then 2007 and 8 struck.
I thought it was 08, 09.
08, 09, the global financial crisis. And there was no plastic surgery, and there was no business.
It was the perfect storm. No money was coming in.
The real estate market was zero.
Crashed.
So we finished the Pelican Crest house.
Now it was time to move in.
Time to move into this beautiful giant ocean view house. Really,
Had to
and it's
sell
on
our
the
other
first
house.
3 seasons of the Orange County Housewives. You can see it. Amazing home, giant movie theater, double staircase, incredible.
house.
And then we needed the money from the Port Street house, except that $2.3 million house now was worth, if you could sell it, 1.1.
No.
Yes.
Honey, we sold it for 2.1.
No, not even close.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
We did.
No, we didn't.
What do you think we sold it for?
We couldn't sell it because there were no sales. Zero.
Tell me again what we paid for this house.
2.3.
We paid 2.3, and what did we end up selling it for?
Like 1.3.
You think we lost $1 million?
Oh, no question about it.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember
We
that.
paid the bank.
I thought we
Yes.
paid the bank 200 grand.
No, 800. Yeah.
That was a fail.
So we needed that money for furniture and all the other stuff for the big giant
Yep.
house.
We had no furniture.
So we moved
We
in-
might as well have had milk crates and the big spool.
We moved into the big giant house with no furniture.
Nope.
And nobody was having plastic surgery. Nobody was going out to dinner back then.
It was
Remember?
a perfect storm.
Yes. Everybody was out of work. There was nothing happening. You guys all in this room, I think, did you experience the global financial crisis at all? You did? Remember what that was like? Remember the anxiety of that?
It was so bad. It was such a perfect storm.
Sucked.
Oh, it was the worst.
Yes, and everybody and their sister was buying homes with money they couldn't afford. There was no money down. The world literally was coming to an end. I know that because I'm very into stocks, and the stocks, I owned a lot of stocks. I didn't have to sell them, thank God, but they all went down to, I don't know, an eighth of the value, almost as bad as the dot-com boom in the 2000s.
It was not a great time.
Yeah, not a great time.
But
anyway,
great time.
long story short.
But I would tell you the most depressing, I will never forget, because if we could have afforded to at the time, we would have held on to that house until things rebounded, rented it out, whatever, but we needed that money.
What's amazing is, so we're on that house, we're in that beautiful new house with no furniture, nobody's having plastic surgery, and then things started to slowly get better, and then we started the Orange County Housewives. As stressful as that is, particularly your first 3 seasons when you don't know how to navigate the Orange County Housewives. And the market starts improving, and we decide to sell that house. Okay.
Someone knocked on our door.
Someone knocked on our door. We sold the house. We made a lot of money. And then we bought even a better lot in Crystal Cove that was 3 times the size. But we made a lot of money on that house.
Yeah.
But we sold that house to a criminal.
Which house?
Pelican Crest. Just
you did?
Yes, remember? He never moved in. He was like supposedly in the mafia or whatever, or something like that, organized crime.
We allegedly.
We don't know. We don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
But
the money went hard. Even what I do remember is even down to the wire. Remember Gary Gloss?
Yes. Gary Gloss didn't sell that.
No,
house.
I know. But remember that one to the first criminal in Bel Air? He was like, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
He's a criminal. We think he's might be
the money's
a
not going
problem.
hard. I don't know. That same thing happened in Pelican Crest. It was like, I don't remember who was our real estate agent on that one.
He wouldn't show us that he had money, but he wanted to buy the house.
Yeah. Usually you have to, what do you call that? You have to, we have to show you that
proof
you
of
have
funds.
money. Proof of funds. There you go. You have to do that. He didn't do the proof of funds. Our agent was like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is going to go hard. I don't know if the money's going to go hard, but it did.
Yeah. So then
we moved to Emerald Bay and we rented, didn't buy this time.
We didn't die. We weren't that stupid.
We rented.
Kept the money in cash, and then we built that giant house in Crystal Cove.
Yeah, we did well.
And I said, I never want to move. I want to be buried in the backyard. I love this house so much.
Until someone knocked on the door.
Until the third richest guy in China said, I want to buy your house for like 30% more than it's worth. And I go, you can bury me in some other backyard. And so we sold it.
What was so crazy about that, I mean, I'm sure people know the story, but we had just bought this penthouse in LA as like a little pied-a-terre for me and Terry for someday. In 10 days, it's a 2-bedroom. And 10 days into escrow, Josh Altman, who I didn't know at the time, was blowing up my social media and going, I got a guy that wants to see your house. I so didn't believe it. I went for a run. I was sweaty when Josh and the entourage showed up. And he didn't know the house because he had never been in it. And we had hidden rooms and things. I gave the tour. And I gave the tour like I was giving you the tour. I took the family around and I opened the towel warming drawers and I was like, touch it.
And he loved it. He
barely
spoke English too.
And then they brought, I don't know if I've ever told this story, but they brought their, they wanted to come back for sunset that night. So I had to go film. And I went and filmed and I came back and they came and they had a child with them that was very young, like 4. And someone told me that it was the kid that made the decision about buying the house.
You took him down to the bottom
So what
floor.
I did was the mom said to me, can I show him the game room downstairs? And I said, sure. And I go, give me a minute to turn on the lights.
And we had the whole basketball thing.
I ran downstairs and I turned on every arcade game.
Yes.
And I had like these TVs that were set up
and
like a
24
game
seat
truck.
movie theater.
And the candy and the popcorn. And I turned everything on. And kid must have lost his mind. And they bought it the next day.
Yeah. And so it was the 3rd highest sale in Orange County history.
Yeah.
And we sold it for $55 million.
That one we did well.
Yeah.
And we also, we bought it well. And
we built it.
Meaning we bought the land
We
well.
bought the land for prices that were 20 years earlier.
And we built it well.
Yeah, it was
and
the greatest
I was
builder
the
ever.
Designer on that house.
You did
designed
pay a designer. Yeah.
every square inch of that house, every edge detail.
It was the most spectacular house. And then we were done. We weren't going to do this anymore.
Well, we were figuring it out.
Yeah,
what are we going to do?
And then
Nikki was working with Josh Altman for the summer a couple of years ago, and they wanted us to see this house. So we went up to see this house, which was the Dino De Laurentiis estate, who was a very famous producer. And I mean, long, sexy driveway, 8.3 acres, a house that was built in the 40s. There's a tennis court, pool, and the view is
perched on the edge of a cliff.
And the view is, but not like in a dangerous way, like not on.
No. There was so much
about
land.
to fall off a cliff.
No.
No, it wasn't like on, stilts. Thank you.
It was
not
on a mountain.
But it was on a mountain. And then the view is Canyon City Ocean, pure ocean. To the right of us, below us, Drake's house that he bought from Robbie Williams. Up on the left-hand bluff over there is the house LeBron is building.
Yep.
And other celebrities. Just so many people live in this area.
It had been originally put on the market
for 38.
For 38
million.
38 million. And so it sat on the market, and we ultimately waited, and all of a sudden it came up when we had, a bunch of money from our sale and so on and so forth.
We thought,
bought it for $16.1 million.
Yeah.
And this is 8.3 acres of the most perfect Beverly Hills property you've ever seen in your life.
I mean, the land itself is worth more than that. But
and if you had a house on it, it had already had a tennis court. But if you had a really big house and another big guest house, we felt it would be worth in the 80s.
Well, understanding that Drake's house, he bought it for 80, and now it's on the market for 85.
Right.
And that the view of that house is he's lower. I don't know if I can explain this, but it's almost like he's in the canyon. So his view is narrow. Our view, it's like we're perched on the hill. So our view is wide. I mean, I have posted, and I will post again, some sunsets from there. It is literally gorgeous. Just to get that kind of property, and it's so private.
Yeah.
No one's encroaching on you, all the things. Now, there were some things when we bought it. There was a wildlife ordinance that was going into effect that we had to get ahead of. You can't knock that house down.
That was an issue.
Because to knock a home down, you have to remediate the hill. And what that means is, when you live in the hills, they have to make sure that it's safe and it's, solidified and shored up. So people put in caissons or pylons under their pools and that kind of thing, just to make sure that the hill, or they put vegetation to make sure that the hillside is going to withstand, fires and floods and things and whatever. So the problem with knocking down this house is, in order to remediate the whole hill, they would have to engineer it. And some of the slides in this area are, wait for it, prehistoric. Like a stegosaurus was walking by, so they don't really know how to fix that.
So you can't do it.
So you can't, or else you'd have to so over-engineer this hill, you'd spend $20 million just on the hill, so forget that.
Right.
So we had a good plan. We were going to do a 50% remodel on the home, turn the 9,000 into 10,000 square feet, and I also have plans for a 4,700 square foot guest house that is like, I was doing this really sexy, like speakeasy. I was calling it Dino's, full gym, 2 bedrooms upstairs, and a full movie theater.
Massive movie theater.
Really cool.
This was going to be a billionaire's home for sure. Going to be worth 80 to 85 million. So we're going to
100%.
So we're
this house
I think
done.
people probably like numbers. I'd like to hear these numbers.
Yeah, sure.
So we bought it for 16.1. We wanted to put 15. We knew that we thought, okay, we're going to tell the builder we're going to put 15 into it. But we were comfortable going up to maybe 20.
Yeah.
20, 23.
That's why we said 15, because it's always going to take more time and it's always going to take more money. And we've done enough of these to know.
Right.
But listen, we've done so many homes, and that's why this story is really important, because I know these numbers, the money is really large, but I don't care if your budget's, $5,000. You have to be on the lookout for these things. And as savvy as we are in as many homes, this didn't go well. So in order to get through this wildlife ordinance, we had hired a bunch of people very quickly because we needed plans in the city to get grandfathered in. So we did that. And then in about the 6-7 month mark, realized we really didn't have the correct team. So we hired a different team. This team, the builder is like one of the big guys in LA. And again, I understand these things. They see our names, the price goes up. You see the zip code, the price goes up. You get to the property, the price goes up. So understanding all that, I sat with this gentleman and really liked him. And we had a meeting of the minds, and I showed him the plans. And I said, what do you think price-wise? And he looked at all the plans and everything. And he said, I'm thinking we could probably do this for about $15 million. And I said, great, because that is my budget. And in my brain, I'm going, so it's going to go up to 18 to 20, right?
We thought, all right.
All right, but fine. But as long as I know that in my head, but I'm not going to tell him 20 because then that becomes 25. Anyway, so we started down the road with him and we were not getting a budget.
Yes, and he was trying to start the construction. And we had been through this in Idaho with the same type of guy who wanted to start the construction before giving us a budget.
And we're like, no, we need a budget.
I even told this guy a story. Look, we tried to build a big house in Idaho where we have some land, and we wanted the budget. The guy wouldn't give us the budget. And then finally, after he was starting all this land work, I said, dude, you have to give us the budget. We got to make sure it's within our budget. We fly up there in the dead of winter. He tries to get us intoxicated by offering us drinks.
Not good drinks, by the way. It was like
and
limo vodka and a Sprite.
We're flipping through the papers, and he gets the second last paper. He goes, see, it's on budget. I go, okay. And I go, for the whole thing. He goes, yeah, for the house. And I go, for the whole thing. He goes, yeah, for the house. And then I flip the last page, and the entire project budget was there, and it was $8 million over.
Yeah.
And that was the starting budget, knowing it's going to go up 30-40%, even if you do exactly what they say, right? Because that's what happens. And I look at him, I go, what's this number? He goes, well, that's, what the project costs. I go, well, you knew I wanted to have the number 8 million less. And he goes, yeah, that's for the house. You said for the house. And I went, whoa, okay. And so I said, okay, thank you. We got on the plane, went home, and I fired him.
Yeah.
The new builder in Beverly Hills, I go, let me tell you this story that just happened to me in Idaho.
So he tells him the whole story, and the guy's like, no.
And I got home, and I fired him on the spot. So I'm telling you this story because if it isn't on budget, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to drop the project immediately.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Looking for a mortgage, credit card, or auto loan? Then you should know your FICO score. Did you know 90% of top lenders use FICO scores? Visit myfico.com/free today to get your FICO score for free. MyFICO makes it easy to understand your credit with FICO scores, credit reports, and alerts. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app and discover the score lenders use most.
You think you know Snap Judgment? Yes, it's on NPR. It's a podcast, it's storytelling, but Snap has gone deeper, stranger, wilder. We've taken you places that the New York Times, the Rolling Stones, the Ambies, the Webbies, the Gracies all stood up for.
Welcome to the Podcast Hall of Fame, Glenn Washington.
Award-winning stories, original beats, soundscapes that drop you into the heart of the story. Find Snap Judgment from KQED every Thursday, wherever you get your podcast.
Hi, I'm Cindy Crawford, and I'm the founder of Meaningful Beauty. When Dr. Sabah and I decided to do a skincare line together, he said to me, we are going to give women meaningful beauty. And I said, that's exactly right. We want to give women meaningful beauty, which means each and every product is meaningful. It has a reason to exist. It's efficacious. You're going to get results. And then you just go out and live your life.
Meaningful Beauty. Confidence is beautiful. Learn more at meaningfulbeauty.com.
So cut to.
So we're waiting for the budget. But I think we felt sort of comfortable because he had picked the number that we had picked. So we're waiting for it. And one day he says to me, listen, because we had a timeline. We were going to move out at a certain month so we could start the project, because this should be really an 18-month build, which is going to turn out to be 2.5 years. So we wanted to get going. So we were about to move out of the house, and he said, hey, we should do the asbestos abatement. We should test for whatever it's called. So I said, what does that entail? And he goes, oh, it's not a big deal. They pick a little thing here, pick a little piece of the floor, pick a little thing here. I said, okay, great, you can do that. And then he said to me, okay, great. So we did that. We moved out. And he goes, so let us do the asbestos abatement. And I stupidly didn't say, what does that entail? Well, apparently what that entails is picking up the floor, taking the mirrors off the wall. But what was crazy was what they did was very aggressive.
Yeah.
He ripped doors off the walls. He tore it apart. He pulled the sconces out.
And we still don't have a budget.
And there's still no budget.
So he's getting us pregnant.
Yes.
He's putting more than the tip in.
Yep.
He's doing this, and I go, what about the budget, man? He goes,
He wanted to present it to us,
yes.
And I said, absolutely not.
We want the budget now.
I go, send it to me.
So he sends the budget.
$8 million over.
It's exactly like the other place. And then I call him up, and I go, do you remember that story I told you when I met you, how I fired the guy, and it was $8 million budget, and I fired him as soon as you gave him? He goes, yeah, I remember that. I go, you did exactly that. That was the only story I told you. I'm not participating.
What did he say when you said that to him?
He goes, well, I mean, that's you guys, it's the price of that's what it
costs. Okay,
costs.
but this is what was crazy about it. So I started going through the line items, right? And I noticed that the budget for the interiors was enormous. Now, I had decided to partner with this incredibly talented designer named Max Nobel.
Yeah, amazing.
He is a great guy. And I'm telling you, we were so in this project. Max and Terry and I, we went to Italy together. We were in the quarries together. We went to Milan. We did furniture shopping. And Max is brilliant at what he does, but he's really thoughtful about budget. And he would say to me, when we were picking out marbles and things, he was like, look, we're not going to do that in the kitchen. That's too expensive. Let's do that for a powder room, or let's, stuff like that. So I thought, screw it. So I sent Max the budget, and he's like, that's not our budget.
Well, when you look at the budget, so this builder had a supervisor.
But this was on top of it. I'm saying even one sub was telling me, I don't remember exactly what the numbers was, but let's say the builder had $8 million of finishes, and Max was like, no, we have $3 million. Here's all the numbers.
Right. So, but baked into this budget there was a supervisor. Okay. Supervisor.
$300,000 a year.
There was a project manager or some kind.
$300,000 a year.
Yeah. Then there was an accounting charge, which is, I almost was wondering, did you put your car payment in here too? Did you put your rent on your offices here? Everything that was his basic infrastructure of his business
was on there. The other thing to understand is that most contractors charge a percentage of the budget.
Right.
And that's their fee. But just do you remember when we had dinner at the French Laundry?
Yes.
And they tipped themselves on the tax?
That was amazing.
And we were like...
And the alcohol.
So we're like, what if you order a $5,000 bottle of wine? Too bad. It was just like that. So he had said to us, oh, but the project manager and stuff, you just pay them directly. But It was part of the whole budget. So there had to be $2 million in salaries in there.
Yeah, but we pay him
per
directly,
year.
but we had to pay him to watch the project manager.
And he was charging us a percentage on top of it.
Yeah. So he was basically going to take all of the profit.
So I went through that whole budget and I started slicing things off. And he did the classic thing that people do in these scenarios, which is he wanted to cut finishes.
Oh, yeah.
To save money. It's like no one sees the framing.
Right.
Like there's a lot of good framers out there. I mean, I think we're okay with the Zara of framers.
Yes.
I want the Chanel of marble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, what is going on here? Anyway, clearly it wasn't going to work out. We let him go. Then we were trying to figure out what to do. And so we were talking about it. Crystal Minkoff, who I love, told me she had a builder that she loved. And it was like, do we start over? We are so far behind now. By the time we're done with this house, our youngest child's going to be a senior in high school. And then honestly, we have so many other projects going on right now that I'm so excited about. And I've got scripted stuff. And so I thought, do I personally want to be on a construction site for the next 3 years? And then
the fires.
The fires happened.
Yeah. So we couldn't really get fire insurance for the place anyway.
It was $150,000 a year for fire insurance.
Before construction started.
Before the fires.
And then the fires happened. And even if you could get fire insurance, which I'm not sure you could, because we had to put essentially a fire department on the property. We had to put...
Well, we had a fire hydrant zoned on the property. And we were going to have our own fire department,
Yeah.
which by the way, can I just tell you, I was very excited about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Because I
were.
thought I could do a logo. You know, I like a logo.
And hot guys around. Yeah.
And then, well, as long as you're fantasizing about your single friends, girls, I think I can have a fireman fantasy. And I was going to design a cute outfit.
I wasn't fantasizing about my single friend girls.
You said you were gonna touch yourself.
fantasizing about the server.
You said you were gonna touch
wearing
yourself.
a mask while having relations
You
with
said
me.
you were going to touch yourself.
What does that tell you?
Whatever.
Mine was a joke. Yours was real life, okay? But I'm okay
Says
with
who?
that. But anyway.
Took it off.
You did take it off?
I did.
Well, it's because I said, really? Mask? Don't you want to see what's happening here?
Well, also, we were
Have you
going to
not noticed?
Chanel later. So
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
Got to be pragmatic.
Yeah. So
Anywho,
the fire, we got an
fire insurance went up to $500,000
a year. And that didn't include other insurances.
Right, that's just the fire.
So it was going to be about $780,000 a year of insurance to insure the house.
Yeah.
And I thought, and then we brought our builder up. Okay. So then, yeah. So it was going to be that and all that time.
Clip that part out. We don't want to get in trouble with that.
With who?
I'll tell you later.
All right. So anyway, we decided, you know what? We need to jettison this project.
We had a little come to
Which we've
Jesus
never done.
conversation. And it was like this. I have to tell you, I'm going to post the plans to this house.
Amazing. Oh, the pictures? Can you do
Yes.
the the
What
most
Max and I designed together, I have to tell you, was so cool and interesting.
I really wanted to live
They
in this
weren't
house.
done, but they were darn close. And Max and I will do something else together because I'm obsessed with him. And he's such a great guy. We have so much fun together. So I love what we designed. But at the end of the day, I mean, talk about listening to the universe. It's like, you know what? We've done really well in real estate, except for that Port Street house. And now we what just happened with this. So I want to give them the numbers because.
So we bought it for 16.1.
And we sold it for 16.5.
So it sounds like, wow, they got their money back. Hold on a minute. Okay, just to pay all the teams and put the plans through.
Well, I said this on the show. To break even, we needed a solid 19.5 or 20.
To break even.
To break even.
But we had, honey, how much do you think we lost on that house?
5.
Yeah. So
I
it
think we
wasn't
lost
break
5.
even.
Right.
Okay. So
the
math isn't mathing.
not. I
Mathing.
do wife math.
Math is not mathing.
So in wife math, it's
Right.
probably accurate. But I think we lost $5 million on the house.
We lost 5.8, I think, million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we sold it for 16.5. Wow, we made 400,000. No. We lost 5.8. I'll tell you why.
There's the mansion
We
tax.
we bought the supplies for the guest house. Okay.
Hundreds and hundreds of thousands
Hundreds
of
and
dollars.
hundreds of thousands.
Plus, we had to pay all of these subs we were using, the designer and the lighting designer and the landscape architect and, the structural engineer. We have all the plans. We did all that. It's millions of dollars.
And we did a lot of stuff to the property, right?
We lived there for a year. It's important to know.
Yeah. And
I threw stage furniture and we moved in for a year.
Yeah.
So you could subtract that.
We didn't really live there. I mean, we occasionally stayed there. We still lived in the apartment, okay?
Oh, right.
Yeah. It wasn't our residence.
Well, not
right?
our main residence.
We were almost going to do a TV show there. So
Yes.
we filmed there a lot. All right. Anyway, and then the thing about Los Angeles, I don't know if you know across the country this is true, but if you're in LA and you sell a house that's over $10 million, you have to pay 5.5%. It's called the UAL tax.
Of the
mansion
gross.
tax of the gross to Los Angeles. So 5.5 of 16.
Not of your profit.
No.
Of the gross
So
sale.
5.5 of 16.5 is like $960,000. Then you have to pay the Joshes. And as much as we love them.
Have you seen their cars?
Yeah, and we hang out with them. The Joshes aren't cheap. They're
No.
the Joshes.
No.
So it was Josh squared. Okay?
Flags and a bottle of Dom. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. And then we lost 5.8 million dollars. So it was a gigantic fail. So if you don't like us, congratulations.
5.8 million.
We
Bye.
bombed. We got killed on that house. So I saw an article on Yahoo Finance yesterday that said, oh, they broke even, 16.5. And a lot of other people said, they lost so much money. The haters that hate articles about us, they must have lost so much money. And you're right. The guys, so congratulations, the Schadenfreuders who want to see us.
Would it be wrong to tell them what we did with the money?
So the money we had just sitting there that we were going to put in the house, I might have put some into NVIDIA before the 10-to-1 split.
So we're okay. So you
maybe,
Schadenfreude people, sorry.
So sorry. We probably actually made 10 times the money we lost. We did. So I'm sorry about that. But I mean, we got killed on the house.
We should have left it there so people like the fact that
we failed.
Lost so much money.
Yeah, no, I think, the universe kind
Here's
of
the
took care of us.
All right, but joking aside, I mean, not that that's a joke, but all of that aside, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you have to do a remodel, if you want to build a home, you know what? You really have to vet your builders. It is imperative to go with people that you know who they've worked with before. We wanted to use our builder that we've done a few homes with in Newport, but he wouldn't come up to LA. So that's why we didn't use him, because he's the best. But you have to know your builder. You must get a budget up front. You must realize that some things are going to swell a little bit, time and money. But you have to stay firm. And you have to do your own research. You have to know what things cost. You have to know what lumber costs. You have to know what trees cost. You must find these things
and
out.
if you're a house flipper, if that's like you want that to be your future, I would tell you, this will be it, and we should wrap this up. I would tell you to take a step back, because I've been in this world for a long time and I study finances every day, all day. It's like my major obsession besides surgery and obesity. This is the fourth industrial revolution right now with AI, and the biggest companies in the world are going to become even bigger. And if you want my advice to do with your money, put it in.
He's a doctor, by the way.
Yes, but how have I done?
You've done okay.
Okay.
But let's,
I would put it in the companies that are changing our worlds. And I would put it in NVIDIA and Tesla and Meta and Google and Amazon. And don't be so fast to be a house flipper. Give it to Jensen Huang, give it to Elon Musk, give it to Mark Zuckerberg, and let the eighth wonder of the world happen, which is compounding
he's so
interest.
into this shit, and he is so into AI. I am very concerned. I'm going to come home one day and he's going to be writing a manifesto in chalk on the wall.
But you know what amazes me? How many of my 50-plus-year-old patients have never heard of or barely heard of ChatGPT?
I know, it's crazy, right?
And I look at them, I go, you're running kerosene when we have electricity. They go, what? And I go, you're riding a horse when we have cars. I go, you have to incorporate this in your life because you have 1,000 Einsteins in your phone. Get it? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. See, I told you, manifesto. Okay, well, I know people are going to want to know, we don't have time for this right now, but people are going to want to know what we're doing next, where we're going to live next. Are we going to do any more projects?
Major plans.
Yeah, so we're going to leave that there. But
and we also have big property that we're trying to figure out what to do. That could be a fail. So you might stay tuned for that in Idaho, in Coeur d'Alene.
Okay, can you, got to finish.
We can't talk about that?
No, I'm not talking about Idaho right now.
Go ahead.
But we don't know where we're going to live. We're in the apartment building, which we love. And, we'll see what happens. We still need a place for our kids to come home to. So we're figuring that out. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. I know I got so many messages about this story. I hope we satisfied you.
Yeah.
And
it failed.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you for listening. And reminder, we release episodes every Wednesday at 4 a.m. Pacific. You can listen on the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And by the way, if you do enjoy hearing us fail, I still love you anyway. So
Every day has a to-do list, but adding Enjoy Belvita to yours can help you knock out the rest of it. Belvita breakfast biscuits are a tasty and convenient breakfast option when paired with low-fat yogurt and fruit that provides steady energy all morning. While Belvita Energy Snack Bites give you the perfect mid-morning refuel. Best part, they both taste great. So make the most out of your morning with a bite of Belvita. Pick up a pack of Belvita at your local store today.
Fox One is now live. It's the new way to stream all your Fox favorites all in one place. That means NFL Sundays and college football games, breaking news with the Fox voices you trust, and your favorite shows streamed as they happen so nothing gets spoiled. With Fox One, you get it all live. Edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping moments, and that feeling like you're right there in the action. Start your 7-day trial today. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. Fox One, we live for live. Streaming now.
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.
Looking for a mortgage, credit card, or auto loan? Then you should know your FICO score. Did you know 90% of top lenders use FICO scores? Visit myfico.com/free today to get your FICO score for free. MyFICO makes it easy to understand your credit with FICO scores, credit reports, and alerts. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app and discover the score lenders use most.